Another live. Back for another live. Hope you've had a good week. I'm gonna jump right in because I don't want to keep you long. Listen up. I left off 2 weeks ago, kind of sharing with you a little bit about my journey. And man, it's interesting because, like I said, my weight for the better part of my adult life has gone up and down, mostly up. So about 2011, just kind of recap, I dropped 100 pounds in like 6 months. And there was one thing though, people always ask me, man, what was it? Because I was working out twice a day, wasn't married, it was just me. So I had some extra time. But it wasn't really the workouts that made me or helped me drop the weight. And the reason why I know that is because I made this one shift and I stopped working out twice and I still lost more weight. So it wasn't just the working out, or it wasn't the working out by itself. Because you all know, and I've heard this from gurus and enthusiasts of fitness all my life, but I didn't really understand it until I walked in it. You can actually, or you cannot outwork a bad diet. Like I've seen people who've got high metabolism or they're super active and they don't eat right. I get it. And at some point in your life, that thing kind of slows down for the most part. Some people they're just thin their whole lives. Now, thin doesn't always mean healthy, though. Think about it. We know lots of people that are thin, people that may not be obese, but inside. That this is why oftentimes I share with people whatever venue I'm in, whatever audience I'm speaking to, man, you've got to take care of what's on the inside. Because oftentimes I've seen some shiny cars with bad engines. I've seen some vehicles with some nice rims, but they had bad brakes. I've seen vehicles that were washed and shiny and looked very good on the outside, but if the inside is messed up, then you're just essentially messed up. So one of the things that I did, one shift that I made, even on my journey of trying to get healthier, trying to become better in terms of what I ate, in terms of just my overall health and well-being in life, I made this one shift. And it wasn't that I ate, or sorry, it wasn't that I worked out more. One thing clicked in my mind. Hey, to those that are coming in, thank you for joining. One thing clicked in my mind, and I said to myself, wow, this is it. If you really want to go to the next level of discipline in your life with regard to where it is that you're going with your health, I made this one shift and everything changed. Yes, I worked out. Yeah, I was pumping weight. Yeah, I was in the gym twice a day, but I was eating bad and I couldn't lose weight. Hear what I'm saying? I was in the gym. I had nice gym clothes, nice gym shoes, was pumping iron, and I would leave the gym and go to McDonald's. Yeah, I would leave the gym. I would work out. I would be doing my thing. And then I would leave this awesome workout and I would go to Burger King. And so I discovered something that you already know, but sometimes even though we know it, we don't do it. And let me encourage you to do it. Don't just know stuff. Don't just get information. I want to encourage you to use the information that you've received, that you know. So I found out, I said, man, listen, you can't just work out, Eugene. You got to fuel your body with the right stuff. So the way that I lost 100 pounds was that I figured out, I realized and recognized that, hey, in order for my body, in order for me to operate at a high level, I had to feed my body high level stuff. I said to myself, man, wow, listen, in order for me to go to the next level, in order for me to lose weight, in order for me to do all these kinds of things, somebody on here, let me block this right here. Sorry. Let me block this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. We don't do no spammers, scammers. Sorry about that, y'all. But one of the things I made a shift in was I realized I just couldn't work out. I had to eat right. I had to stop going to McDonald's every day. I had to stop doing the Burger King run. I had to stop doing stuff. And that took a lot of discipline. That took a lot of focus. And that took ultimate desire. It took discipline. It took focus. And it took ultimate desire. In order for me to get to a place where I could say, hey, what's up? What's up, Dustin? What's up, Andre? In order for me to get to a place where my workout matched the kitchen and what I put in, I had to get super disciplined. And some of you right now, I know that you desire something. I know that you want something better for your life. I know that you want maybe something better in terms of your health. You got to be disciplined. You got to make up your mind. And when you look at stuff and when you research something and you finally find the information out, you need to use the information. I discovered, in fact, I was so blown away that I didn't know this before. Because I really thought that I could eat bad, work out, and still lose weight. It doesn't work. Especially if you're already obese. Especially if you're already out of shape. Especially if you're already in a place where you're not in optimum health. Listen, you've got to get to a place where you're disciplined enough that you love yourself enough to do better. That's what I had to tell myself. I'm only telling you what I had to tell myself first. In order for me to shift, in order for me to make the change that I needed to make in my life to lose the weight, I had to say to myself, man, you deserve some good food. You deserve, your body deserves some good fuel. I've got a car outside and you can tell the difference. Sometimes when I put just regular 87 fuel in the car, it doesn't run that well. I mean, it runs, I'm saying, but it's not like super performance. But when I put that 91, that 93 octane in there, that bad boy shifts into gear and it gets to where it needs to go. The same thing happens with our bodies. I'm not a health expert at all. I'm not a fitness expert at all. But I'm telling you the road that I walked before. And I said to myself, man, I can't eat these donuts. I can't eat these cookies. I can't be drinking this soda. Yeah, I work out, but I still feel like I'm not in the very best of shape. I still felt sluggish. I said, Eugene, you got to eat right, man. So one of the things that I did, I want to offer to you, I sought out somebody who knew more than me. Let me remind you that you can't be afraid to get information from people that know more than you. That's how you level up. You connect with people who have been where you're trying to go. You connect with people who know more than you know. And you connect with people who are experts. So I connected with somebody who was an expert. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Spider Guy. Yeah, Jesus loves you too, bro. That's it. Yeah, that's funny, Dustin. Yeah, I think a lot of people who may not have problems with weight eat kind of different or eat like, they got room to grow. And sometimes it catches up with you. So I want to encourage you. I don't know how old you are, but when I was younger, I wish I would have had this information when I was younger and applied it than wait until I was over 30, now over 40, and trying to get back there. But let me get back to what I was sharing with you, and then I'm going to let you go. You got to love yourself. Beyond what other people are saying about you, beyond what other people have told you, you've got to, number one, love yourself enough to do better. When I look back at my years of my life where I was just out of shape, all over the place, and I'm still not in the best of shape, but I'm not where I used to be. I'm thinking back, because I lost 100 pounds. I gained back about 80 of those pounds and then lost some. So I'm yo-yo back and forth, but I'm giving you tips on what it took for me to get that weight off in the first place and what I had to do. Yeah, you're right. Sugar's a deadly killer. I had to make a shift in my mind. Make a shift with my plate, and then have the discipline to love myself enough to stick with it. So I want to challenge you. Yeah. That same method that it took for me to lose weight, I want you to apply those same principles to whatever goal you have. Your goal may not be to lose weight. Your goal may be maybe something in fitness. It may be to get ripped. It may be to get a six-pack, whatever it is. Your goal may be to finish college. Your goal may be to finish high school. Your goal may be to find a job. Whatever it is, you got to focus in. You got to narrow your focus. Stop being distracted by foolishness, by social media, by the world, by just dumb stuff. Stop being distracted so easily and get your focus on. In order for me to get where I needed to get, I had to stop getting distracted by McDonald's arches. I had to stop getting distracted by the chicken spots. I had to stop getting distracted by Oreos and soda and all that stuff. I had to stop getting distracted and say, hey, listen, I'm focused in. Forget all the other stuff. I'm zooming in on this. And once you set a target, man, and when you really lock in, there's nobody that can stop you from getting there. Once you just set a target and say, hey, this is where I'm going. This is my goal. This is my dream. This is the path that I'm going on. When you're locked in, I promise you, when you locked in, you really know you locked in. So I said to myself, hey, listen, I've got to block out the noise. Get serious about what I said I'm going to get serious about, and just do it. Yeah. Most people do all this studying and researching and all this. I'm going to do this, and they just don't do it. I just said, let me lock in, pick a date. Let's do it. That's it. There's no turning back. There was no going back and forth. There's no up and down. There's no, oh, let me put it off again. I locked in. And once I locked in on my diet, yeah, I was lifting, benching, all this big heavy weight. That wasn't doing it. Once I locked in on my diet. Now, you can do all this stuff, but if you do it absent of having a solid diet, then you're kind of defeating the purpose. That's what I discovered for me. So I'm offering that to you because some of you are stuck in whatever it is. It could be stuck in your career, it could be stuck in life, it could be stuck in your weight loss journey, and sometimes all it takes is one shift. I was working out for weeks on end, days on end, no movement on the scale, no movement with my clothes. I made one shift. Eat better. Yeah, I made one shift. And sometimes in life, all it takes for you is to make one adjustment. Sometimes when you're trying to start a business, it's one phone call. Sometimes when you want to start a relationship with someone, it's one move. It's something you're doing that you can do better. Just kind of, sometimes you think too deep. It's one shift sometimes in your life that you need to make that will make all the difference. So what is that shift in your life? What is that shift? What is that one thing that you've been avoiding that you need to zero in on? Get it done. Move forward and live your best life. If it's a spiritual journey that you're on, what's that one shift you need to make? If you're trying to grow closer to God, what's that one shift? What's that one thing you need to stop doing? What's that one thought you need to stop? What's that? Sometimes it's just one thing. Sometimes it's not a whole lot of things. Sometimes it's just one thing that makes all the difference in the world. So let me encourage you, just as I did for myself, or with the help of God, of course. I made that one move in my life, and everything changed. I'm talking about it didn't take months, didn't take weeks. I made one shift, and everything began to change almost, I wouldn't say immediately, but in a very short time, things began to turn around. I didn't reach my goal. That still took a while, but I began to see results. And some of you right now, you want the results, you want it overnight, but hey, it's incremental. Sometimes it's just one step in front of the other. You got to give yourself credit for taking that one step and putting that one foot in front of the other. And just you keep moving, you keep building, you gain momentum, and before you know it, you've reached your goal. So this weekend, I want you to put your mind around that one thing that you may need to make in that one move you may need to make in your life to help make a world of difference. Don't overcomplicate change. Don't overcomplicate chasing your dreams. Don't overcomplicate goals. Sometimes to reach the next level, all it takes is one solid, well thought out move, and your world could be on its way, or your life could be on its way to changing forever. All right, that's my time. Y'all keep being great. See you next week. Peace.